Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
40-yard line.
Brady now to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got some space here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They got 29 yards that time. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Sony Michel, his first carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
James White's first carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
Patriot first down.
Now Newton on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. Now looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
First down, Patriots.
Throwing again is Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Newton throwing again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
7.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
On first down, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Brady to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
For DJ Chark.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Jaguars 7, Patriots nothing.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Michel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
First down, New England.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Ready? Right there to 3.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The Patriot ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 6 yards to go.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
46-yard line.
46 the mark. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check it.
Connection made with Chenault. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
Jaguars.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Fine. Work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. On the ground, Michel. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, Michel.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, Michel. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Michel, they toss it out right to him. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
And they will run it with Michel. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a handoff working right. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 18-yard line.
On play action, now Brady. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, New England.
Operating from the gun, Newton. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Newton. He completes it right side to White. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. This is Chenault on the receiving end. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Newton gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
20.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he comes back with one complete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wild card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
New England.
They'll run with Michelle. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of...
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the ground is Michelle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Justin Rohrwasser for the extra point.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied one. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And it's Michel once again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Patriots 24. Jaguars.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
From midfield, here's Brady. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Brady looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Receiver the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1st down, Patriots.
Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Michelle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st down, Michelle. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Patriots 31. Jaguars.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Patriots take over.
First and 10. At their own 36-yard
line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Brady. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
31-31. Josh Lamb.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And it's 3rd down.
He may try and run for this. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key third down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball, let him pick it up.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. From the gun, Newton got his man. That's Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll run on first down. Michelle, and this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Taken down right now. The Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Michelle going to try again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Tackle made.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Well, take a deep breath as it all comes down to Justin Rohrwasser. This to advance to the divisional round. His kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, that's what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
34. Jaguars 31.